Welcome to the ROTH Show.
Do you take homeopathic medicines or medications? You can buy them right over the counter or off the spindle or anything in any Rexall, CVS, even the convenience stores at the gas station now will have homeopathic or homeopathy kind of thing. Talk to me. What do you got going?
I take a couple different supplements. Like if I get a cold or if I get sick, I try not to take regular medicine. I try to get some sort of homeopathic. What
does homeopathic mean to
remedy? Non like regular medicine, not going to the doctor, like just getting something over the counter that is supposed to help you feel better. They have homeopathic eye drops, which they're not Visine, which have certain proprietary chemicals in them. They're just these specialty eye drops, and they are labeled as homeopathic.
Okay, homeopathic medicine has no supervisory because it is a proprietary issue. Okay, that's a lot of syllables for they get away with murder. You can write up anything you want, it's a proprietary formula. And because it's homeopathic medicine, most of us don't know this. It's part of the reason you tune into the ROTH Show is you can pretty much create anything you want, all right? And as long as it's not damagingly morbid and you're not sued out of existence very quickly, then you can get away with things. For example, one of the main drug companies has the get off of tobacco Nicorette gum or this kind of thing. They had to undergo half a dozen years of testing, looking. It's like my company, Inc. The Original. One of the reasons it costs so much, especially with small batch artisanal ingredients, is that it has to be put into the specific kind of a container. That container has to be stored in a laboratory environment at specific temperatures for specific amounts of weeks, months, on and on and on. Okay? And the same thing when you have the FDA and the government overwatching, you'll be tested right out of existence, so you better be real sure of what you're doing. That Nicorette that comes from SmithKline, French, or whoever it is, Big Pharma, has been tested to the degree where it probably works more often than not. And I live in a world of complete uncertainty. The most overused word anywhere you see it, including television or broadcasting, podcasting, is the word absolutely. How many times you hear that word every day? Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Often.
Nothing in my fucking life or career is absolute. Life, death, taxes aren't absolute. I pay half of my dollar complete, but I understand there's some folks in Washington that taxes are not absolute. The only thing absolute that's absolute usually is the vodka. And I understand somebody's been fucking with that in off hours and refilling the bottles. You can fucking tell the difference-ski. It's a little Russian. The solution for infant diarrhea homeopathically is arsenic trioxide. Arsenic trioxide is what's used, yes, in rat poison and extermination chemicals. You have no fear because that's diluted 30C. That means it's 1 part to 10, and that's done 100 times. Right. But if it's just 1 part to 30, for example, the solution for dizziness literally is diesel oil. You don't have to worry about that because the diesel oil's been departed 30 times, okay? That's it. It's the X, okay? That's 30 zeros only. You would have to get 1 molecule of that original diesel oil. You have to drink over 7,600 gallons of the water that it was diluted with to get 1 molecule. That's so far beyond even a drop in the swimming pool. Are you kidding? Now, I'm doing fast math here, but my math is usually accurate. When you do 30C, that's 60 zeros to 1 molecule. There is virtually nothing left. It has been diluted away. Almost every pill that you'll buy off of the homeopathic spindle like where I used to buy Marvel and DC comics. You spin it, and it has everything labeled exactly what it is. If you look at the numbers in there, you'll see the original ingredients sometimes are horrifying. Duck liver, motor oils, petroleum products, poisons that are designed to create the same symptoms, the law of similars, but then infinite dilution. It's called the infinite dilution law, and this is codified by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, all right? And it's been discredited by the American Medical Association and in all the pamphlets, Lancet, and so in all over the United States, Britain, UK, and of course Scotland, anywhere that's disbelieving. But all of the results are routinely published in these publications because so many millions of people do believe in it, particularly the kinds of homeopathic medications that you take home and you mix yourself. Very empowering to take your own hands and create something that looks natural. And it may well work for you because it's like Jesus or Buddha or any of their cousins. You got to believe it to see it. And if you believe it, hey man, you can think your way through a lot of things. Heroes aren't born, they're cornered. And I've thought my way out of a few corners. You have too, all right? And if you believe in something so ardently, yeah, you can change your metabolism. I believe that, and there's no punchline to that. Nevertheless, if you open up all of the pills in the little canisters that come off of the homeopathic spindle, they all look the same, and they are the same. They're sugar pills. It's lactose. There's nothing there. And the water that they put on there, and there's 1 drop of aqueous solution, that means water. If it says suspension, water. If it says suspended aqueous proprietary formula, water. And when the waitress offers you water, a great trick in any restaurant, especially in front of other people, when the waitress asks you, would you like water? You look away and go, no, thanks, I'm trying to quit. If friends or loved ones look at you quizzically and they don't quite get the joke yet, you turn to them and go, and it works really good with a Southern or Texas accent, you go, water makes rust. Rust sank a boat of mine once. The pill that you shake out of the little plastic or glass tube for homeopathic medicine is, in fact, just a little sugar pill, little lactose, a little milk powder or whatever. There's nothing in that. And when you ask homeopathic experts, has the original ingredient been completely diluted away? And there's been lawsuits over this, because if you have what is basically a petroleum product, something like duck liver that makes or peanut-based, something that has allergens to it, or arsenic trioxide, which is rat poison or used in those kinds of exterminator tools, then you're going to get sued, somebody claiming, well, you knew there were poisons. And experts in homeopathic medicine, the ones who create it and invent it and study it and create for the future, make no contest. Oh no, the original ingredient has been diluted away 110%. There is virtually no trace of it left. The water remembers. The water has a memory. The metabolics of the water have changed, and that it not only remembers, but that new electric charge coming from that pill, or if it was a sugar cube, you can go back to LSD days when you put a drop on a sugar cube, the water has evaporated now. There's no trace of the water or any elemental ingredient that says on the side of the thing. The sugar cube remembers. And the electrics of that sugar cube can be transmitted. There have been experiments, look it up, over the internet, over telephone lines. And that 1 vial of smart water, and it's called smart water. This is what homeopathics refer to it as. I don't know if the water that you're buying at the 7-Eleven or the Dwayne Reed called smart water, I understand somebody asked the fellow who invented that, will this water make me smart? And he said, well, I don't know. So the interviewer said, but you're smart for selling it to me for this much. And he laughed. Okay. No, but the actual term in homeopathic medicine is smart water. Did you know any of this, Tom?
I know that it's called smart water. I don't know if that it makes you smarter.
I'm
drink
not
it.
talking about in Dwayne Reed. Get back to homeopathic medicine. Do you
Yes.
know the term smart water? That it's been reinformed through infinite dilution, and that because the infinite dilution has taken away the main ingredient that the water now remembers.
I did not know that. I'm not familiar with that.
Most people do not. Most people do not. And practitioners and vendors of homeopathic medications do not argue at all. You're right, Your Honor. We avoid all lawsuits by saying it's been completely evaporated away. And what did get evaporated away? A solution that contains 1 in 1 and 60 zeros, 1 to 60 zeros, 600 trillion bazillion. I don't taste the vermouth. Anyways, like religion, like a lot of positive thinking, like sports imaging, if you believe it, you can see it. Right, left brain, if you see it in the if you can chant your way, if it works, if it sounds good and it makes you feel good, it is good. And most homeopathic medications have no side effects or anything because there's nothing in it. It's literally smart water on a common pill. Take a look next time. And now it's not time to say goodnight to all our company. Why? Because mirror, mirror on the bathroom sink. It's time to tell the truth of who. Whoa! Lots of proprietary formulas are happening in the pot world. So we're not going to use big, educated, book-learned words like cannabis sativa, indica, whatever, because we understand larceny.